So let me start by showing you edge picking. There we go. Now with a little bit of edge picking, let me show you downward pick slanting. Now let me show you upward pick slanting. So let me show you the exercises I tabbed out for you in the thread. So exercise 1A. So this is a pentatonic 2-note per string pattern, and since it has an even amount of notes per string, it works really well with downward pick slanting. So I wouldn't be able to get up to tempo if I had my pick like this. So I need to angle it down to get that relaxed posture and get up to tempo. Exercise 1B has 4 notes per string, and since this is also an even number, it works really well with downward pick slanting. And finally, exercise 1C, you can of course combine these two, so I can play 4 notes on one string and then 2 notes on the other. Like that. And it all works really well with downward pick slanting. However, if we start playing 3 notes per string, it gets trickier. So this is a typical Paul Gilbert example where we play 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And what we're gonna do is if we switch strings and land on an upstroke, we're gonna use upward pick slanting. And if we land on a downstroke, we're gonna use downward pick slanting. So since we're starting off with a downstroke, we're gonna do downward and then upward. Downward and upward. And of course, when I'm showing you slowly, I'm exaggerating the slanting part, but I'm doing so because it's kind of hard to see when it's up to tempo. But there's a little bit of re-angling happening, and some people don't even like to think of it as, pick slanting, whatever. They just keep their picks somewhat in the middle ground there, and then as they practice, they learn to sort of tilt the pick like this. Now, another way of doing it would be to use economy picking, so that every time we switch strings, we're going to make sure we're doing it with a downstroke. So we're going to disrupt the down, up alternate picking pattern, and we're going to do economy picking like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm not really good at this, but you can see how the movement looks kind of different. And of course, since we're doing it all with downstrokes when we're switching strings, we should use downward pick slanting and have this kind of relaxed posture that downward pick slanting gives us. Now, the final example here, example 2C, is my preferred method of doing this, and I'm kind of cheating a little bit. I'm doing 2 pick strikes and then hammering on. So this way, I'm just picking 2 notes per string, which means it's just the same as the first example I showed you, where I was playing 2 notes per string pentatonics. So I can have a really relaxed downward pick slanting posture and play 2 notes per string. That's an even number of notes, and then I hammer on the last note. So, and this is what I use when I just jam around. This is why I can have a relaxed posture there, because I'm making sure I'm always playing an even amount of notes per string that are picked. So I can really keep this hand posture and still move around freely. So I hope this has been useful. See you next time.